disasters happen. We take care of them all. Call
Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration, and we're gonna save you.
Wearing the Jersey, presented by Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration, the official restoration company of the Mountaineers.
WVU presents Hang Time with Nick O'Toole, starring that mustachioed man. Number 91 in your program, but number 1 in your hearts, Nick O'Toole. With special guest Kyle Rose and Stone Underwood.
Hi, I'm Nick O'Toole. Oh, wrong one. Hi, I'm Nick O'Toole, and you're on the set of Hang Time with Nick O'Toole. Today we're going to be talking about mustache wax, how to do your mustache, crazy socks, and we're going to be hanging out with a couple of my friends. So let's get started right now. I feel fast. And we're back at Hang Time with Nick O'Toole, and I am now going to tell you and show you how to properly wax your mustache. First, you want to get a nice wax. If you have a strong, perfect mustache like mine, you need a very heavy wax to hold it in place because awesome doesn't just stand for anything. Then you get a little bit in your fingertips, and I like to start from the middle and work my way out. And I love a mirror, but I'm going to use this camera right here that I can barely see my face out of. And then I just rub it in a little bit, get the wax going, and get it all in. So I just keep going until I feel like I have enough wax in there, and till they kind of pop out like that. And then you can get a pen or a pencil, and you just wrap it up a little bit. Then you unwind it, and it should be curled like this. That is how you wax your mustache. Everybody knows that I'm a fine connoisseur of socks. You know, that picture at Media Days with the USA socks. I actually have a pair that I brought today that I recently got, and they are Duckies. And they are a fabulous pair of socks that I just got. I stole them from my sister, actually. And I'd just like to talk to you about, you know, like different types of socks that I have. I have about roughly 10 pairs of crazy socks like this. You know, my favorite twos are, of course, number one's the USA socks because I'm a patriot. And then I have a pair of Anchor socks. You know, I'm from California. Love the beach, love boats and all that. 3, I'd have to say they're Duckies because Duckies are just cute and cuddly and fun and flirty, you know. You just can't get enough of Duckies. And 4 and 5 are dirty, so we can't talk about those right now. And that wraps up the sock talk for the day. Noggin. Dude. And we're back at Hang Time with Nick O'Toole with Stone Underwood and my good friend Kyle Rose. So today we're going to talk about hair. I don't have very much. You two do. Well, you two kind of do. Stone, you have the hair for everybody. So let's hear about it. How long has that taken you to grow?
Well, this is about 3 years I'm working on right now. I mean, it's probably the healthiest hair you'll find on a male's head anywhere.
Most likely. Kyle, we're more of the facial hair kind of guys?
Yeah. It's like my hair doesn't grow, it just gets more red. So like a big pumpkin patch on my chin.
Just a big pumpkin head over here.
Pumpkin head.
And then we have Stone, who is follically challenged on the face.
Yeah, this is about 3.5 weeks of work right now. I'm trying really hard.
2 days.
I know it's about 2 days. I lived with you for a year.
It was a great time, a very memorable time in both of our lives. Let's get to know these guys right here. So, guys, Stone, Kyle, let's talk about some favorite movies we have now, guys.
Let's go top 3.
Okay.
What's your top 3?
Number 1, The Guardian. Kevin Costner.
Great movie.
I watch that all the time at our apartment.
Yeah, it was just the best.
Yes. Ashton Kutcher. One of his best.
One of his best. 2. I don't know. What's your first one?
Titanic. 2, Pretty in Pink. 3, The Breakfast Club.
Ooh, that third one was pretty good.
So you grew up in the 80s. I got it.
Mostly.
Okay.
My first is probably Braveheart. Quite the film.
Classic.
There. 2, I'm going to bring up a new one. The new one is Guardians of the Galaxy. That was a pretty good one. Saw it twice in the first 2 days.
Thank you guys for joining me on Hang Time with Nick O'Toole. Just like to wrap it up right here. You stay classy, Morgantown.
Wearing the jersey, presented by Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration, the official restoration company of the Mountaineers.